What's up, everyone? It's Matt Mrozik, aka MVM3897, with a little tutorial for you guys. It's been a long time since I've done any videos. I apologize, but life is busy. So anyway, if you follow me on Facebook, you see I've been working on my Neo Grade 1/60th Suzabi, and it's coming together really well. I'll put a link down to some photos down below, and I'll bring out the feet and stuff. But I've got the feet painted, I've got the shield painted, and it's going really well. It's just a slow process, a lot of masking. But today I just wanted to show you how my favorite way to create a chrome look on pieces. And many of you have heard of this. It's a powder by Wave, and I think I'm pronouncing it right. It's Kosutte Ginsan polishing powder. This stuff, in my opinion, is the best way to get chrome on any piece. I've tried Alclad, I've tried testers, metallizers. I just don't have any luck with those. I have seen people get awesome results with them. It's just a technique that I haven't gotten down yet. But this way is a surefire way to get mirror-like finish on any piece. So I'm just going to show you real briefly on one of the thrusters here for the Suzabi. This is one of the big guys, the legs. This is the biggest thruster that comes with the kit. And you see on this one I've got a nice, really nice glossy black surface. And that's what you need to get a chrome-like finish. So what we do to get there is first, this is what the part looks like after primer. Again, this is just Krylon primer, and it's pretty rough. It goes on smoothly, but it's kind of got like a dusty feel to it, so it needs to be polished out a little bit. And so what I do for that is the first step is I take a 3M ultra fine polishing sponge like this, and I go over it real quick, just kind of briefly, to get the initial roughness off. And you don't have to be real, you don't have to do it a whole lot. It's just to kind of get the initial dusty feel off of it. And a lot of times when I'm painting with the Krylon, this is as far as I'll go. I'll just use this sponge and then I'm ready for paint. Again, you can already see it's kind of got a little shine to it. But since we're going to go, I really need a super glossy surface. I'm going to go on the inside a little bit here. Again, I'm just giving it a real quick swipe. So that's all I do with that sponge. And now to get a really glossy surface, I need to go and do the next step, which is a 3M microfine. This is like the equivalent of like 1,000 grit sandpaper. And again, I'm just going to go over real quickly, just like this. And if you heard that big boo in the background, that was my son. Every time I ask him to stay out of the garage when I'm doing a video, of course they come in. Anyway, I'm just going to go this really super quick. I don't want to really take the primer off, I just want to shine it up. And I don't know if you can see this on camera, I've actually gone through the primer a little bit. That's no big deal. It's actually really shiny now. That'll guarantee a nice gloss black. Again, inside just a little bit real quick. This doesn't take very long. What takes long is when you have like 12 of these to do. And if you can see that, let's see if it'll focus. There we go. It's pretty shiny. And I've gone through the primer a little bit, that's okay. So that's ready for black paint. So then, after you spray your black paint, you get this. Nice and shiny. Come on, focus. There you go. And this is the Mr. Color GX paint. These are like, by far, my favorite paints for base coating the black. It's got more pigment than your normal Mr. Color, and you can get away with one coat if you thin it correctly. This right here is 2 coats. This is 2 wet coats. So I didn't even dust it on. I just pretty much laid it on to the point to almost where it was going to run, and I get this nice shiny black. Okay, now to the powder. So you buy them in kits if you can find it. I found this a couple of years ago finally, and I bought 2 of these, and now it's not cheap. I think I paid, I don't know, like $25 for this thing, and I bought 2 of them. But to be honest, one of them is probably enough for a long time. They give you a dust mask, which is necessary, I guess, if you need. And then like I said, it comes as a kit. So in the kit you get this super soft cotton. And if this gets old, you can just go out and buy some really nice, it's got to be, the softer the better. Like an old worn out cotton t-shirt would be awesome. Here's the powder, comes in this little tin. See if it'll focus. There you go. And you can see this is kind of dirty because I've used it. It's by Wave, so if you can find it, buy it. And they also give you gloves, which you do need because this stuff gets everywhere. So I'm going to throw the gloves on. And you can see they're already shiny. And I hope this shows up on camera well because the results are pretty amazing. So, once you get your gloves on, let me zoom in a little bit here. Okay, there we go. Open it up. And this stuff gets everywhere. It's super fine. I'm not sure if this is graphite, to be honest, because I've heard that graphite works too. I think this is even finer than that. So what you're going to do is you're going to just, my air compressor kicked on, sorry. There we go, just turn that off. You're just going to take your cotton cloth like this, and you're just going to dip it in there. And see, I don't even have that much on there. It's very little. And I'm going to zoom out here a little bit so I make sure I'm in frame. And you're going to see that relatively quickly, this is going to go from gloss black to chrome. Look at that. I mean, it's like freaking magic. There's a couple downsides to this. It does come off if you handle it. The upside is that if it does come off, you can always put more on. I mean, look at that. Come on, focus. I mean, I can see my face in here. It's pretty cool. Now these guys, I will be. You can paint over this. I'll be doing some my normal thruster painting. I'll be blending some purples and reds and oranges and stuff on these to give it kind of a burnt metal look. But that's the outside. It's done. It literally that fast. I'm gonna do the inside too. Now the inside is not going to be as shiny, just simply because I couldn't get in there to sand it as well. But that's okay, because I'm probably going to end up painting these maybe white and orange on the inside like I normally do. But it's still, man, actually what it does on the inside, since it's not as smooth, kind of gives like a burnt metal look. It's not, not quite as shiny. But there you go. In about 10 seconds, 20 seconds, you've got yourself a mirror finish chrome piece. The key to get this to work is make sure that your black gloss coat is super shiny. If there's any scratches or anything in that paint, it's going to show through. I actually have a little teeny tiny rust spot right there. I don't know if you can see. I can see it. It probably doesn't show up in camera. But for the most part, this is done. So then what you do is you take a clean part of your cloth and just finish polishing it up. This gets any of the excess powder off. And it's like super slippery now. Like it is like it's crazy. But this to me, I think it's, like I said, 24 hours for this whole thing of powder. But you show me something else that gets that results that quickly, that easily. Now, like I said, if you handle this too much, it will come off, but you can always add more later if it, if it goes through. I did that on my sand rock on the blades. I noticed that after handling a little bit, it kind of wore off a little bit. I just applied more. So you can leave it like this if you're not going to touch it, or you can paint over it. You can clear coat over it, I guess. If your clear coat's really slick, you won't lose that metal look. Like I said, I'm going to do some blending on this with some different colors to get a burnt metal look. But I like to start off with a nice chrome surface, just like, you know, if you're using a metal option part. So you get a little more in there this inside. But that's it for this stuff, guys. I mean, it's really simple. If you can find some, get it. I have some other polishing powders from another company. I actually have them in different colors. I have yellow, blue, green. But I haven't tried them yet. But this works awesome. So there you go. Thanks.